And this is a very true story of something that happened a few years ago. It was a beautiful sunny day a couple of years ago, and impulsive as ever, my bestie and I went for a row. We ended up in Barkham Mills on board a small blue rowing boat. At first I was concerned as to whether or not we'd stay afloat. We had a couple of collisions, but other than that we did quite well, until the incident happened, of which I'm just about to tell. We'd enjoyed a lovely picnic, which was riparian in style. Then to make it back to base camp, we'd have to row about a mile. My BFF was the captain, and I cleared the decks as she steered. And then a strange feeling crept over me. Something was wrong, I feared. It seemed like something was missing. I was incomplete in a way. Nothing could have prepared me for what actually happened that day. I looked back and saw a strange object, as plain as the sun which shone. It was my oar in the water. I hadn't realised it had gone. There I'd been having a nice time, drinking champagne, living the dream. Oblivious I'd left my bestie to paddle us both upstream. Single-handedly she rescued us. My equipment was retrieved. But my dereliction of duty did leave her slightly aggrieved. There we go, that's what happened a couple of years ago. Me and moving vessels just don't get on well, I can tell you that for nothing. I fell over inside a taxi once. It wasn't even in my taxi, so so I'm just a disaster area wherever I go. And then the last one I'm going to do for this little section is called Everything Hurts, so it's just a light-hearted little look at the ageing process. Everything hurts. Every move I make is met with searing pain. The constant onslaught of agony can drive me quite insane. If I overuse my legs, the blessed things begin to ache. And if I bend, or if I don't, my back feels like it could break. My hips are somewhat questionable when the fancy takes them. If I stand up too long or walk too far, it causes mayhem. My rotator cuff went years ago. This shoulder's past its best. I've reached the age now where any form of movement is a test. My knees are in a league of their own. They creak and crack at will. They pack up without warning, and more often than not they kill. My brain hurts from overthinking and keeping these plates spinning. This is all the tip of the iceberg, merely the beginning. If I woke up with no pain one morning, I'd assume I was dead. So this is the plan. I'll say something not suitable for children, and I'll stay in bed. So there we go, that's my lot of the first section. And now, could I please welcome my